Okay, welcome back to Manifesting Beyond the Ordinary, where we keep manifesting real and skip all bullshit. So, lately, what has been coming across all my social media, like everywhere on my phone, YouTube, everywhere, is hypnosis. And they say hypnosis is the number one manifesting tool for you. It's the most effective and the fastest way. So, I wanted to get Crystal on here so we can talk about that hypnosis, because if I'm seeing it, a lot of you are going to be seeing the same thing and probably questioning and wondering, can hypnosis really work for manifestation?
Okay, well, I personally have been hypnotized. So I didn't, remember like back in the old days, maybe I'm dating myself, but we used to go to the bar, and on Saturday nights, hypnosis would be there, and you'd call like 20 people up on stage, and then you'd have all these drunk people acting like chickens and hopping like bunnies by the end of the night. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, when you do like the ugly Christmas sweater parties and things, we sometimes have hypnosis guy. Yeah.
Okay, well, I never completely went under, and I think it's because I'm too big of a control freak.
Yeah.
But did have the relaxation that, I felt so amazing afterwards, like calm, relaxed, like all of those things that he said at the end of the night, like, you're going to feel amazing for the next, few days. And I felt that part of it. But I mean, I didn't do the
Allow it to go.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I also have tried hypnosis for weight loss. But
I thought, wait, I wanted to laugh, sorry, because when you were going to say Sunday night, I thought you were going to say Sunday night sex show with Suzanne or whatever it was.
Sue Johansson, she's a legend. There's like a whole younger generation of people that missed out. If you guys don't know who Sue Johansson is, Google her.
Anyways, that's where I thought you were going to say about Sunday night at the...
We didn't have Google. We had Sue.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. And you did hypnosis for weight loss?
Yeah. And so some things stuck, but at the end, it didn't work. And I have a theory behind that.
What's your theory?
That my energy and the energy that I'm connected to the core of my being, didn't allow the shift. And because somebody else, like when you do the hypnosis, obviously there's some consulting going on between you and the person doing the hypnosis, which we really, really hope happens, before they put you under. But basically somebody else is interpreting your thoughts, ideas, and placing those in your subconscious. And that takes you out of the driver's seat and the control away from you, and kind of really puts that in somebody else's hands. So I think, you're supposed to do all these follow-ups, or 7 or 8 times or 9 times to really make it stick. But overall, I think if your energy hasn't shifted to match that, it's not going to hold.
Yeah, I always think like when you are going to someone else, like hypnosis, you are giving your power away. Where you can take back your power and learn how to work with energy and yourself and do that yourself. So I feel like when you're in hypnosis, okay, say you wanted to manifest one item, whatever, a car. Let's just pick a car. And then you go to the hypnosis to manifest that car. Okay, say, yeah, it worked. It miraculously worked, just say. And now you want to manifest something else. So now you got to go back to the hypnosis person so you can manifest something else instead of learning it internally. And like you said, working with your energy because it wasn't fully connected for yourself.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
taking your power back is what I feel.
like, to me, manifestation is like a gift. It's like something we all have, something we can all do. It's just learning what fits for you and what works for you. So we're all different. You and I know, because we work together all the time. Our energies are different. How we connect to things are a little bit different. And we allow for that. So if you're going to hypnosis, you're not actually learning the process, how your body works, how you connect to energy, and how to manifest, like to always manifest.
Yeah, I kind of feel that hypnosis, okay, let me know if you agree with this, but hypnosis is almost like if you have a really good meditation. For me, that would be like a really good, deep yoga nidra meditation. And that could almost do basically the same thing as hypnosis.
I have had some really, really beautiful meditations where I do feel, and then honestly, we have a mutual energy healer person. And when he does the energy work on me, we go into that deep hypnotic relaxation meditative state. I kind of think it's sort of the same, like when you get to that beautiful state where
Yeah.
the body's calm, the mind's calm,
The nervous
everything's
system.
calm, and then yeah, it's so
It's
I
the same thing for me. Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. Yeah. So why not learn how to do it yourself? Is where I'm at in life. So every time I see those advertisements, I'm like, no. I mean, I think there might be a time and place where you feel really, really, really stuck, and a lot of people want quick fixes. Like everyone wants to take the magic pill to be wealthy, be rich, be thin, all the things. But I
Yep,
think it's like the quick fix.
absolutely.
Even
It's
though it's not a
easy.
quick fix if you have to go 7 or 8 times. You know,
Yeah,
but it is.
easy, right? Like, it's easier to see a gimmick on an ad and go, oh my gosh, it worked for 10 out of 10 people. It must work for me too. Finally, I fucking found something. Woo! And you jump all over it. Can't
Yeah.
wait to spend my $190. Bang.
Yeah.
You know, rather than we don't trust ourselves. Like, we don't
No.
have that connection to ourselves. We don't make that connection to ourselves where we're like, where, like you said, you claim your power, you take it back. Instead, you're looking like, okay, that's going to work. That's going to work. That's going to work. And you're always shopping around until you find something. And then eventually you have to come back to yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to bounce, bounce, bounce. And look at me in the diet industry. I'll be perfectly honest. My husband could have probably fucking retired already had I not spent so much money on every single fucking fad diet out there looking for that quick fix. So, learning to come back to myself in that regard.
But that was a long process, though. I'm like,
Yeah. And I tried hypnosis for weight loss too. I think I've spent like, 3 different types of apps, like you get suckered in for $39.99 on Facebook at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm doing that. I'm going to bed in 30 minutes. Like, bring it.
yeah. And
And
the cool thing now, so like Crystal's right, manifestation is a gift. And if you can hone down your energy and work with the energy and the things you want to manifest, it is easier and it is more empowering. And then it's consistent, at least. Like you're always going to be consistent. You know when you got to check in, you know when you got to do things like that inspired action, listening to your team. But the cool thing now is that when you learn all that stuff, now everything, I'll just use you as an example again, Crystal, everything you've known about working with energy, connecting to yourself with your team, and having that strong empowerment, you are now taking that knowledge and energy, which is cool, guys, because it's coming to go towards your health.
I am.
You know what I mean? Like figuring all that stuff and all the little things that are happening. So that's the powerful process because you're taking your power back with your health.
Yeah, it's hard to go within, like for me, being like a little bit of healer, medium, that kind of stuff. Find it very easy to connect with other people's energies and read them, and a little more difficult to connect with myself. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what my energy is telling me, but it's actually taking that steps to do it. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool that when we work together, you guys, because I get her to fix me, because she can see things on me, and then I can see things on her that she can't see, and vice versa. It is harder to see your own crap and your
Yeah,
own stuff sometimes. Yeah, yeah, but it does get easier and easier once you keep working on it.
that's
And
why
that's in terms of healing and stuff, huh?
yeah, like in our program, like we're very uh meditation, lots of meditations. So you get that opportunity to really, like, that's one of the things, Ratty, and I find so important, is that be able to look inside yourself and being able to connect with your own energy, the things you have going on to manifest. That's what I'm trying to say.
You said it. You work with yourself to manifest, yes. Because it's kind of cool. Like we all are made up of energy. Everything's energy, and we all have the skills to work with it and work with our team and our intuition. And it just It changes everything. It's a game changer once you start to work from here and out. If any of you have tried to be hypnotized, please let us know in the comments if it worked for you or not, or your input about it. We'd love to hear. And honestly, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our MBO podcast. And so thanks for being here, and we will see you next week.
Take care, everybody.